After nearly 2 months in rehab, Mayor Rob Ford is coming back to City Hall today. In fact, we'll hold a news conference this afternoon of sorts. Ford plans to resume his mayoral duties and his election campaign after being treated for substance abuse. His duties were greatly reduced by City Council last year after his admissions of alcohol and drug use. Adrian Lee from Maclean's joins me right now with Rob Ford coming back. Let's talk a little bit about that, and then I want to talk a little bit about a statement just released from Don Tory. Good morning.
Sure, morning.
Okay, so let's, he's holding a news conference later on today, but in true Rob Ford fashion, he's not going to talk to anybody.
That's right. I mean, I think it's going to play a part into the narrative that he's going to want to tell, which is that he's a man, he's broken, he wants a second chance. This is his chance for redemption. I think it's interesting that he's not going to take any questions. I think that would be a big way for him to go out there and say, hey, this is me, this is who I am now, I'm going to be honest and open with the people. The fact that he's not taking questions, I think, is a little bit surprising to me.
During his absence, his popularity rating continued to plummet. It's at its lowest level in a long, long time. Can he regain that popularity that he enjoyed before he left?
Well, it's interesting. So Forum Research did a poll not long after or I guess, you know, sort of in the course of his rehab. And if election day was today, 27% of people would vote for him again. That's actually up. He's now in second place. But I think it's telling, though, that at the same time, that uptick happened because he was gone for 7 weeks. I mean, that's not what happens in election campaigns. He's going to be out there. He's going to be on the campaign trail. You know, there's 2 more council meetings left. He's going to be out there. So I think it's going to be interesting to see how people respond to him actually being back fully. At the same time, you know, that same poll found that 58% of people still want him to resign. So that's going to be really tough for him to recover from. I mean, if the magic number for re-election is 40%, he's basically going to need everyone who doesn't want him already to resign to vote for him again.
John Tory, opponent John Tory, releasing a statement just a very short time ago. In fact, this morning, I joined with people across Toronto hoping Rob Ford has real success in the difficult road to recovery. But he goes on to say, however, Mr. Ford has repeatedly broken faith with the citizens of Toronto, not only with his repeated behavioral lapses, but his consorting with underworld figures, etc., etc., etc. His line saying, Rob Ford cannot lead. He is out of gas. It's time for him to go.
Right, and that Forum Research poll showed that John Tory actually was perhaps the biggest loser out of it. He fell to 3rd place, and so it's not surprising to me that John Tory would come out with this. I think up to this point he's been, you know, big in civil statesmanship and sort of trying to keep quiet about the whole thing. But I think it's clear that Torontonians, even the most civic-minded of us, like a little bit of circus sometimes. So I think this statement falls in line with that.
All right, Adrian Lee, thank you very much from Maclean's Magazine.
Thanks for having me.
Coming in.